Hello, my name is Alexander Ermenkov and today is 19th of October 2022 and I'm continuing my series Reality Subject to Influence, where you can follow how I'm influencing reality. And on the day 19 I'm 110.2 kilograms. I started 116.5 kilograms in the beginning of October, and my long-term goal is to be a 90 kilogram person, because this is the identity of who I am that is created inside of me and that I have embraced. So you can see how much more reality I am to influence long term in order to be aligned my inner willingness and expression with my outer appearance. So I was willing to speak today about the topic of justification and a little bit, very slightly, to touch the topic of procrastination. Why all of us have problem with the justification, and is it a bad thing or is it a survival mechanism which anyhow is helping us to stand up? Because usually when we fall, when we don't achieve something, and when we are not aligned, for some of us there are several options. The extreme option is when we are not aligned, to totally die, to disintegrate, to say, wow, everything is 100% broken for me or you, because we are not anymore where we wanted to be. Justification is actually helping the human being to stand up again, to try again. So it's not a bad thing in a sense, and I'm using a lot of justification, but also while I'm justifying, for example, yesterday I was 110.7 or 8 kilograms, and today I'm 110.2 kilograms, but I have spoken about the training that I am now participating in, the water fasting process. So yesterday I was cheating a little bit in the evening, so I ate a little bit, and today when I woke up in the morning I still wasn't close to where I'm doing the weight measurement, and I was thinking maybe today I'm more than yesterday, and actually I ate a little bit, so I didn't quite used the process enough, and I discontinued the process, and so on and so on. And my mind started to justify where it's normal, maybe today it is not going to be as you would like to be, and so on and so on, but don't worry, be happy. And we can sing this song, Don't Worry, Be Happy, to ourselves as much as we want. So during these periods of justification, it is good to know once more and to always have a final destination, to know which is your source, to know what is your identity, because they are helping you to go out of the justification. Because if you think about the simple explanation of justification is, let me tell you the reasons why not. We go into this gap when we see what is possible, when we are not aligned and are not committing and not following the processes, and then we go back, we are in a failure mode, and what we do, we are giving hundreds of reasons why not. And these two processes are of when we go into this justification process, but only if we stay there, we can live all our lives. And when we create something in reality we don't like, then we justify it. It makes us actually shifting and we start living life where actually reality is influencing us on a daily basis. We are creating new things that we don't like, then we justify them, then we create new things that we don't like, then we justify them, and little by little by little by little we are lowering our standards. But the beautiful thing is that through the justification process, and when we give all the reasons why not, we are elevating ourselves as the non-responsible being. Everything else but not me. So once we go from justification to empowerment, what we need to actually always know is our long-term positioning as a standing being that is influencer of reality. That's why a lot of time I'm speaking about the positioning. The ultimate strategic positioning is a principle I have valued to more than $1 million measurement for me, and I'm using it in every area of my life. Because when I know my ultimate strategic positioning, it is very hard to justify why in the moment I'm not experiencing and why I'm not in this positioning, why I'm lying down and why I cannot stand up once again and be empowered and stand up again and be influential and influence reality from the inside out. All the time when you justify why you or I are going to allow to be influenced by the outside reality, we always justify. I can tell you hundreds of reasons why not to do economical activities in the moment because of the inflation. And we can wait for the inflation to eat up and to eat up and to eat up more of our weight. And the beautiful, maybe not the beautiful, but the easy thing about justification is that it makes us to procrastinate, to act less, to interact less, and it's easy to not do. It's easy to just wait. It's easy to stop trying. But when we are in this level of justification from my allegory with training and with catching trains and moving to different direction, it is like you start lying, just staying in one station. Little by little, the problem with just staying in one place is that actually we start moving backwards and we are allowing more and more influence. And the problem for the influence that is from the outside, that so many times it is non-beneficial for us, and it is an influence that comes with agendas that are created in such a way that long term these agendas are not encouraging empowerment of the individual, but are encouraging the individual to give more and more of his power away and to rely more and more on something, on somebody else. So actually this is a process of enslavement where you don't feel the power. All the flows from the inside out which are influencing reality are stopping, and actually you allow everything to influence you, and you stop acting, you stop the interactions. And in this moment, these justification processes just claiming into the reality, give me more, whatever, I don't care, and so on and so on, and we go into a sluggish modes of despair, and we can go very deep into these justificational processes, and such type of people can justify you everything that is happened to them. They go so strongly in this to me mode, they feel powerless, and that's why it is okay to use justification to some extent, but without losing the power. Okay? Justification plus embracing the power is important, because then the justification process just helps you for a little while not to be 100% distracted, and to know that this is not the end of the world. It is not the end of your existence or my existence, but this is just a process that is helping you to jump back again into who you are. So use it only as a caution, where you know that actually everything is justifiable only because you and I are the one that were heavily involved in what appears before us. And if we are honest enough, it doesn't matter how much energy we are putting during the justification process about trying to blame and to show that somewhere else is the reason. Only when we embrace that we are the reason why everything is happening in our life, only then, paradoxically, when we stop defending, when we give up, when we let go, only then, paradoxically, the power is coming back in us, and we can stand up again. And when we know our positioning, then once again we can be rulers and influencers of our own reality. So this is all for today. You can use justification, but very slowly, as a cushion to some extent, but always looking at your positioning and never giving up your empowerment that you are created to be the reason why everything is happening in your life. There is never somebody else that is more responsible for what is happening in your and my life than ourselves. So I know we know all of this, I know it's obvious, but it is good to always reflect and to see these small tiny processes that are happening with us. Every Friday I'm doing reality talks, and you can watch them in YouTube. There are different people that are participating with me, and we are speaking about practical things about reality and how different people are achieving what they are achieving in their reality, and you are going to see examples of how actually it is possible to be rulers of our own realities. Thank you for watching today. Be encouraged. Don't stay in one station of life, in one situation for a long time, and stop justifying long term. Bye bye.